We're going to look about Python. So Python is going to be a game changer in coming few years because we are starting and preparing for the era of AI. So this brief introduction is about Python, how to get a start, to get an idea about it. So we'll start about the Python also kind of comparing with the familiar language such as C Sharp to get a comparative idea. So it's a programming language, as we all know, and it's a high-level language, not a one that goes near the hardware of the devices. So similar to JavaScript or C Sharp, it's a very high-level programming language, and we also call them it's an interpreted one, and also dynamically typed, and it's versatile. You can use for many different things. So we'll dive deep into those things. So when it comes to compiled languages such as C Sharp, like the whole code is kind of compiled a bit. It takes some compilation time. It compiled, then it's getting executed. So in compared to that, the execution is fast in that case. It is called on compile time. So when comparing to that, interpreted languages such as Python, which is executed line by line in the runtime. So it's just slower when it comes to the real-time execution because it does in runtime, and it needs an interpreter. And also the errors are caught on runtime and the execution time, which is kind of comparatively slower. Um, to get and also another important feature of Python is its multi-paradigm. So to get a idea about that, if you compare the two approaches that we know, object-oriented programming and functional programming. So when it comes to object-oriented programming, it's more about classes and objects, and it focuses on how to do things, how the internal elements work together, how they work together. And here, the functional programming, it's all about declarative. It's what to do, or what are the functions. So everything is like a function wise. So when it comes to Python, the specialty is it's multi-paradigm. If you use we can use procedural programming, object-oriented programming, functional programming, imperative programming, scripting, anything. Python is up to it. So we can use Python in any of these styles. And also it's garbage collected automatically, so that hassle is taken care of. And it also follows dynamic typing. So whereas when it comes to C Sharp, the types are strong, where in the compile time it checks certain things. And also once its type is defined, we can't assign different ones. But in the dynamic typing in Python, let's say here a string is attached, then it can be changed into an integer on the runtime. So this change is there. And the other thing is the syntactical change. When it comes to syntactical change, the highlighted main difference that we can see in a very high level is we use for code blocks curly brackets in languages like C Sharp or other languages. But in Python, we use indentation, the spaces we use for blocks. The that's the one of the main thing for this approach is the code readability. It's very readable compared to the this one. So there's a controversial among the developers, but that's how things work there. So to summarize things, the syntactical in a very high level, you can see in a very high level, and dynamically typed, garbage collected, and interpreted, and multi-paradigm in general purpose that we can use for many different things. We'll meet you in another video.